Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So we finally get new information on new penguin support, which I'm actually really excited about. And I'm not sure if ninja penguins is actually going to be a theme, because look at this artwork. And there's going to be even more support for the Frightful or the Fluffal archetype, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are excited about. But yeah, penguin ninjas might be a new thing, guys. I haven't seen these effects, but let's go ahead and hop right into the video. Also, drop a like on it if you think this card is going to be changed for the TCG, because the penguin is looking way too thick. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into it and check out some of these newer cards. Now, some of these are going to be coming out in Bode, and some of these are coming out in the Animation Chronicle, so they're going to be split across different sets here. But anyways, first off, this is Penguin Champion, or Penguin Luminary, or Penguin Adventurer. It just has like 3 different names. Okay. Anyways, it's going to be a level 5 Water Aqua Tuner effect monster with 1800 defense and 600 attack points. And it is also a tuner, which is important, but you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. It cannot be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a water monster. Okay, so you're breaking penguin heroes with it. Anyways, the first part of it says, if a monster or monster becomes set on your field, you can just special summon this card from your hand, then you can decrease its level by 1 or 2. Okay, you can do the, what is it, reverse to actually like maybe make use of that play as well. And the second part of it is you can target one face down defense position monster you control to change it to face up defense position, but its effects are negated unless it's a penguin monster. Okay, interestingly enough, like if this part of it, if this card effect was when this card is summoned, or this second effect was a quick effect, then this would actually be like a lot more viable. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if you burst, then you can go ahead and summon this card, but you cannot flip the monster instantly, and that's just a huge part of like YuGiOh being able to upkeep with it. But let's not sign them out yet. Maybe the field spell or something will like have that effect. Anyways, next up we have Penguin Ninja. Alright, so this is the card that's looking mighty thick over here with 1400 attack, 700 defense points. It is going to be a level 3 Water Aqua flip effect. Anyways, it says that you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn, which is the Penguin Ninja. If this card is flipped face up, you get to target 2 spell/traps your opponent controls and return them to the hand. And the second part is you can target 1 penguin monster you control and change it to face down defense position. Again, these all need to be really quick effects. Oh, you know what? I get this. Some of the older ninja cards, they like destroyed like one can target like traps, one can target spells, and like it's like way outdated though. Like no one's really worried about backrow destruction. We got Feather Duster, and people don't want to even play it in their main deck for a lot of different decks. Anyways, next up though, we have the Penguin Priest over here. This is a level 3 Water Aqua effect monster. Here is the artwork on this old little guy over here. So 600 attack, 1700 defense points. And it says you can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of the effect is if a penguin monster or monsters is sent from your monster zone to your graveyard by an opponent's card, even during the damage step, you can target one of those monsters, discard that card, and if you do, special summon that monster in face down defense position. Oh, that's an insane effect. That is so good, because the reason why it's so good is even during the damage step. Yeah, that's a really good effect. Second part is once per turn, you get to target 1 penguin monster you control. It gains 600 attack until the end of the turn. Also, you gain 600 life points. This is like whatever. Why? I really wish this was a quick effect though. I mean, this just doesn't really matter. You discard this card from your hand. I mean, so at least it's like a hand trap. I don't know. It's kind of cool that you get the monster back and then you instantly. This is just weird. I don't really understand the point of this, because then you'd have to summon that, right? Why would you? I'm trying to see why you would not. Unless this card's also you get to boost it via the discard. It doesn't make any sense to me for this part of the fact. Maybe it'll make sense later down the line. Let's check out this other support card over here. This is Royal Penguin's Garden, which is a continuous spell card that says you can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. The first part of the effect is when this card resolves, you get to add 1 penguin card from your deck to your hand, except for Royal Penguin's Garden. Once per turn, you get to reduce the level of 1 penguin monster in your hand or face up on the field by 1 until the end of this turn. Then then discard 1 card. So I guess you can set it for graveyard plays for the future. We still have more penguin support, so this will really help out. But one thing I do want to mention really quick with the penguin stuff, as I got really hyped up and I was like, okay, I gotta like refresh my memory on penguins, because like it's been so long since I've seen anyone even attempt the deck. To make the penguins that good, you really need to have no penguin summoned, and this card makes it so anytime you're going to be bouncing those cards back with like penguin soldier, they just get banished instead, which is really good. His stats are very mediocre, but then penguin heroes, or penguin brave as I guess it's called now, your opponent can't target those face downs with effects, and then also, if this card gets synchro summoned, you get to special summon a penguin monster and face down defense position. When an opponent monster activates a monster effect as a quick effect, this then lets you flip 1 monster. So it does have some synergy, but you still have to make that, and that could be a little bit difficult, obviously, in a penguin archetype deck, because they need some better support. But let's check out the next stuff. This card just looks memes over here. Anyways, Penguin Sword is a new equip spell that says it can only be equipped to a penguin monster. You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part of the effect is that the equipped monster gains 800 attack, which is still like mediocre. Then the next part is when the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you get to return 1 card your opponent controls to their hand. The third part of the effect is if a face-up card or cards your opponent controls leaves the field by the effect of a penguin card and is returned to the hand or banished, negate the effects of that card or cards, as well as the activate effects and effects on the field of monsters with the same original name until the end of the turn. So we kind of have negation, but I guess the banish would be like, it just requires a lot, at least so far. All right, let's check out what the heck this is, because this is what I'm actually interested in. I've always thought like the ninja archetype was really cool. You had the art of transformations, but like, you know, it never really became meta. Like sometimes people tried as Dark Simorg, but that was as far as it really went, and it still wasn't that good. Anyway, Summon Storm says it's a normal spell card. You can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. The first part is to pay 800 life points to special summon 1 level 6 or lower wind monster from your hand. The second part is during your main phase, except the turn in which this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard to special summon a level 4 or lower wind monster from your hand. Oh, there's a lot of wind support. I mean, obviously this is just good for like generic wind support. I didn't even know. I was thinking we were working that some ninja stuff. All right, next up though, we have a new Frightful card, so that would be kind of cool. This is called Toy Parade, which is a normal spell card, and it's always treated as a Frightful card. And it says that you can only use the first effect among the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. The first part of the effect is to target a dark monster you control that was special summoned from the extra deck. This turn, you can only declare attack with that monster. Also, each time it destroys a monster in battle and sends it to the graveyard, it can attack again in a row. But Fluffal archetype, you can pop a lot of stuff anyways. And the second part is if you control a fairy monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard to add 1 level 4 or lower dark monster from your graveyard to hand. This is actually a pretty good effect. Already, I mean, having this in the grave, I guess it could be used for some like combos. I'm sure that someone will figure out a pretty insane combo with this card. It's interesting that it's always treated as a Frightful card. Unfortunately, like I'm trying to think of how you can make use out of it in like the Dark Lords or something, because if you can definitely make use out of this in some of these like more obscure decks. So cool, like card that works for Frightful, but it also probably will be used for everything. And then we've got confirmation on reprints of the Great Emperor Penguin, which I don't even remember the effect of that card, so I'm gonna look it up real quick. I don't think these cards are going to be worth anything. You tribute, you can tribute this card, but it's special summon 2 penguin monsters from your deck. Okay, it doesn't put them in. Why wasn't this card effect that you can special summon them in face down defense position? I mean, I guess you could go for Penguin Knight and like another penguin, and then you could go instantly into like the synchro. And then also number 34 Terabyte getting an announcement of the reprint. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the news of the new Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Let me know, guys, what you think of them down below. Do you guys think penguins are going to be anywhere near competitive? I think that it still is a while to go before penguins, unfortunately. I'm gonna be mad. I want them to be though, because I just think they're memes. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. If you're new here and do want to see more new Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in the future, make sure you guys subscribe with the bell notification on, and you'll be notified when it does come out, as well as maybe gameplay with these new little penguin cards. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.